Fixing Windows 7 boot problems. Yep, it happens. All of a sudden your machine doesn't boot, and it's something simple that Windows itself may actually have the tools to help you fix right away. Fixing Windows 7 boot problems. Your Windows 7 setup disk can help you repair many types of boot problems. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is AskLeo.com. Every once in a while, things become corrupted on your hard disk in such a way that Windows 7 is unable to boot. From the MBR, master boot record, to other information critical at boot time, if it's not there, you can't boot. Fortunately, Windows includes diagnostic and repair tools on your Windows setup disk. Boot from the installation disk. Step 1 is simple. Boot from the Windows installation or setup disk. There are 3 common stumbling blocks. You might not have a setup disk. You must be able to configure your BIOS or UEFI to boot from something other than the hard drive. You may not have an optical CD, DVD, or Blu-ray drive, in which case you'll need to boot from a USB image of the setup disk. The first can be dealt with either by contacting your computer's manufacturer for a disk or by downloading an image of the Windows setup disk and burning it to an actual disk. The answer to the second depends on the machine you have, so all I can advise is that you contact your computer's manufacturer for instructions. As for booting from a USB device, there are 2 options. First, there are techniques, which I hope to cover in a future article, to create a bootable USB flash drive of your Windows setup disk. Honestly, I much prefer a simpler approach. Get a USB DVD drive. Configure your computer to boot from USB, and in most cases you'll be able to boot from a disk. Insert it into the USB optical drive. Windows setup. The first step when you boot from the setup disk is to choose your language and keyboard layout. These are only conveniences for this troubleshooting session. We're not going to install anything. Click Next after you've made your selection. Windows Setup will present you with a nice big Install Now button. Don't click it. We're not installing. We're repairing. Click the Repair Your Computer link at the lower left. Windows Repair. Windows Setup will then search for Windows installations on your hard disk. It's likely that you'll have only one, so you can simply click on Next. The Next dialog lists the various options and tools we have at our disposal. Click on Startup Repair. I strongly recommend Startup Repair as the first tool to run whenever you're experiencing boot problems. The utility will examine your system for common problems and fix them if it can. Much of the time, this is all you need to do. It's possible that the utility will not be able to fix anything. Either the breakage is beyond its ability, or there's nothing wrong. We'll try other tools next. Click on View Advanced Options for System Recovery and Support, which will return us to the menu of available tools. Command Prompt. Click on Command Prompt in that menu of tools. In Command Prompt, type bootrec, followed by Enter. This tool is designed to repair the boot record. It's possible, even likely, that it's redundant to Startup Repair above, but it may also give us additional information should things fail. I recommend giving it a try since it's unlikely to harm anything. Type the following commands one after the other, each followed by Enter. bootrec / fix MBR and bootrec / fix boot. These are single-purpose tools that fix, actually reset, exactly what they say, the master boot record, MBR, and the boot sector. bootrec / rebuild BCD. BCD, or boot configuration data, indicates which Windows installations on the machine are to be considered at boot time. This is a more complex tool, and most of the time it will succeed, reporting no Windows installations were found. The theory is that it's simply reporting no additional Windows installations were available to be added to the list. There are techniques to rebuild the BCD as a more advanced troubleshooting technique, but they're beyond the scope of this article, particularly with the likelihood that Startup Repair tool will have covered this as well. After running those utilities, eject your installation media and reboot your computer. With luck, it'll work. For links related to this article or to leave a comment, visit askleo.com/42993. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is AskLeo.com. Thanks for watching.